Thanks, little guy.
Ding.
Oh, thank you.
Ding.
Did I miss something? When did we get to Disneyland?
Ding.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Canteen. It's Stephanie, your friendly neighborhood cast coordinator, bar manager, Wookiee Wrangler, and today I want to talk to a little bit about something I saw on Twitter. And a guy, I'm not going to tell you what his Twitter name is because I don't want him to get inundated with poop-siffing fanboys or Raylos or anything. Basically said that it was obvious Rey was Leia's daughter. It alluded to the fact that a lot of people just didn't understand what they were watching in TFA. Well, I'm not one of them because I pretty much saw it too. But this isn't about that. She's obviously Leia's daughter. That was what was hinted at throughout TFA. We get to figure out how she got to Jakku because she wasn't born there. But he's also adding a lot of speculation too. He said there's going to be a show on Disney Plus about her and about them. And there's going to be a books about it. And then he basically said, and this is what really just pissed me off. Okay. That Leia's story was moving and human. Fuck that shit. It was moving and human in the EU. All right. Don't make excuses for cucking him. All right. You're trying to tell me, little man, that, after everything Leia went through, the 3 years he'd basically not been committed to the rebellion. He was committed to her. Or were you not aware of that? All right, this really makes me angry, so don't get mad at me for being angry. But if I had been writing these stories, none of this shit would be going on. Okay, I'm mad. Because they're written by people who aren't Star Wars fans. So he spends 3 years being basically committed to Leia. They get captured by Vader. Vader tortures Han, throws him in carbonite, which is, basically is an allusion to the allegory from Greek myth, being, dying and being sent to Hades, hell. Leia takes on the Demeter role, going to hell to fetch her. Now, Demeter went to go get her daughter. Leia goes to fetch her husband, her lover. Wasn't her husband then, but, after all that shit, and you're telling me that, fucking them over and breaking them up is somehow human and moving. No, it's not. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All right? He no more would have thrown her aside, and nor would she have done to him, than losing their arms. Okay? They were soulmates. Fuck you on that one. Okay? I'm sorry. But if you're trying to get me to want to get Disney Plus, I could just turn on Divorce Court, you fucking moron. And let me tell you something else. Because I'm really angry right now. Because you just made it worse. Okay, you just made it worse. Instead of admitting that they fucked up, they should have just said, okay, we're decanonizing everything. Because that's the only way you're going to make me happy. Okay? We want Han and Leia back. Not these cucked, not this cucked douchebag and this dried up feminazi hag, which is what she was turned into. And oh, by the way, a guy who says he's a Republican in his profile should act like one. Because the next thing the guy says is that TLJ was misunderstood. I'm paraphrasing that, and that it's going to be looked at as a piece of brilliance and genius. I know a lot of people in Hollywood who make a lot of movies, and they all said it sucked. I, as someone who watches a lot of movies, thought it sucked. It was stolen fan fiction. Actually, TFA was stolen fan fiction. And I've tried to do this movie several times, and I just got bogged down in the many problems with TFA. All right. And the only reason why TFA made any money because Harrison Ford was in it. All right. All right. So don't try to tell me that you, as a so-called member of the smart people, think that TLJ, because TLJ was bullshit, is right. Like I said, Ryan Johnson's vanity piece. All right. Nothing more than that. Okay. This is why no one liked it. Okay? No one liked it. You know, I'm gonna leave you with this. The TFA was a mediocrity, and actually pretty much a trashy movie that took a galaxy that was so huge and turned it about that big. Okay? JJ is a tribute band to filmmakers. He's not a brilliant, creative, one-of-a-kind filmmaker like his idol Steven Spielberg, like Denis Villeneuve, like Ridley Scott, like Peter Jackson, like Chris Nolan. He's just not. And he was probably the last person, not the first person, to be allowed to direct a Star Wars film in the Skywalker saga. Should have gone to somebody who could be there for all 3 years. Somebody who really wanted to do a good job, who understood the genre, and who was a true alpha male badass. Like, I would choose Ridley Scott. You know, he wouldn't take any shit from anybody. He'd make the movie he wanted to make, and it would be great. But we know Kathleen Kennedy, the dried up hag, phony hag that she is, wouldn't be able to handle a director like Ridley Scott. Me, if I ran Lucasfilm, that's exactly who I'd hire. And guess what? I like men, and I like alpha males. He and I would get along swimmingly. She's an insecure bitch. All right. And then, of course, the hiring of JJ wasn't actually the worst. You hired Ryan, the narcissist bitch boy, Johnson. All right. And yet, we're supposed to like everything that we've been given. This is a guy who knows better. Or this is a guy who knows better telling us this. I want to believe you. All right. And I know that she's Rey Solo. But the excuses you're giving for fucking up Han and Leia piss me off. All right. I've been married to my husband 15 years. You go through things together in a marriage. You take care of each other. Okay. He has always been there for me, and I will always be there for him. My parents are married 51 years. And you're telling me that Han, bitch boy, douchebag, smuggler, 180-degree character reversal is a great character arc. And Leia, dried up, crazy gray-haired hag, is a great character arc. Really? You're talking to someone who knows a little bit more about marriage than you do. And obviously, by your bio, you don't know shit about marriage. And you don't know shit about what it takes. But the guys who wrote the EU and the guys who wrote the OT not only understood the mythological aspects of the marriage arc, the whole arc that Han and Leia took, but they understand the human aspects of marriage too. Okay? And yet you're telling me this relevant bullshit, and you're a Republican saying this, which is... Aren't you guys supposed to be the traditionalists in all this? I mean, I left the party because of beta cucks like Paul Ryan. You know, every time someone says they're a Republican and they come up with bullshit like this, like I'm hearing from this guy, I go, this is why the Republican Party will die the same death the Democrat Party will. All right, because no one will fight for what's right. And this guy isn't doing that. And in fact, and I'll leave you with this, blaming the fans for being angry about the bullshit way Han, Leia, and Luke were treated, and defending Lucasfilm for it, is utter fucking garbage. Alright? And I don't know anybody who's a real liberal like I am, who has a deep belief system and a spirituality, who understands the spirituality aspects of Star Wars, understands the heroic character arc, the hero's journey, understands the spirituality of romantic love, of that wedding arc. You know, I don't know anybody who believes that will listen to this and go, oh, and guess what? That's most Star Wars fans. I mean, this whole thing is the reason why Galaxy's Edge is a bust. All right. Now, maybe they're going to decanonize some of the novels. All right. I don't know, but I don't know how you can do a decent story and not get rid of that piece of shit, Jose Older, fuck you to Han Lando novel, Last Shot. What a piece of shit. If I get a copy of it, it's going in the fire pit, just along with all of Claudia Gray's crap, the inventor of Vice Admiral Gender Studies. All right, I'm sick of this shit. All right, I'm sick of all this shit. And don't tell me that The Force Awakens didn't have SJW plots in it. And don't tell me that TLJ didn't. You got Vice Admiral Gender Studies, whose representation of all the LGBTQ whatever. You've got Rose Tico in her Mao soliloquy at Canto Bight, which was literally the worst part of the movie until Rose kisses Finn. And the only reason why Rose was there. So RJ could tease Raylos with this stupid shit. JJ could tease Raylos. Okay. You know, we don't see any men's faces really on the ship. Vice Admiral Gender Studies, instead of acting like a brilliant and a smart flag officer, I've been married to a Marine Corps officer, a colonel, so I do know a lot of general officers, and I've known a hell of a lot of admirals too. And guess what? They don't fucking act like that. They never act like that. And any Republican, worth their salt, should know that. Slaps Poe. Leia treats Poe like shit. That's SJW. That's feminazi garbage. Okay? Then we got the shitty comic books. And we got the shitty novels that aren't selling. Okay? Full of SJW, fuck you to fans. You know, that one where there's supposed to be a play and Han's complaining about the guy that plays him because he doesn't look like him. That was a fuck you to the fans. Alan Ehrenreich's a douchebag. You know, I know how he got the role, but I'm still pissed off about that. All right? There's only one guy to play Han Solo, and that's Harrison Ford. And the guy that they could have got to play the young Han, Anthony and Gruber, got screwed over. And I know the whole story, so don't tell me I don't. I know the whole fucking story. All right? So, you know, who is this guy? I hope he's right. I hope he's right about the books. But I'm not going to buy him because it doesn't fix Han and Leia. It doesn't fix them at all. And, you know, if you guys want to see the tweets, I will send them to you privately. Okay? See, I'm very combative with this because Han and Leia were my favorite characters. And they got fucked royally. Fact. It's a fact. All right? And Luke got fucked royally. All right? You know, and now they're going into reshoots till September. Really? That screams horrible movie. Okay? You know, so telling us we need to buy Disney Plus, I'm not going to do that. If I absolutely need to see the show, I'll get it. I'll figure out a way and get it. I'll either stream it off something else, or I'll have somebody else send it to me digitally, or I'll get off price off of eBay Blu-ray. Okay, I'm not buying the books. All right, because I refuse to give SJW novelists who can't. I mean, Claudia Gray and Chuck Wendig, their writing is mostly third grade level. I'm a college graduate. All right, I mean, I read, I Claudius when I was 11. Okay, I read Watership Down when I was 11. I read Lord of the Rings when I was 10. All right, so don't give me bullshit. All right, bad writers with a SJW agenda, third grade writing talent. Fuck that shit. Okay? All right? So, how do I feel about this? I'm intrigued. I need to know more. Am I happy? Only way I'm going to be happy is to hear the AU's coming back and they're decanonizing everything. And I know they won't do that the way they should. All right? So we're still stuck with cucked Han, dried up Hag Leia, and cucked Luke. All right? This is why Disney fails. And nothing anybody trying to defend them can say will help them. All right? Keep your fucking politics out of Star Wars. All right? And don't tell me there wasn't any SJW stuff, because there was. I know it, and you're being disingenuous because you know it too. This is Steph, signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy, see you around the cantina. Pleasure on the tip of the Wookiee bartender, 20%. No droids, no bunny hunters, no Reylos, no Rey Nobodies, no Rey Kenobis, no Rey Luke's clone hand, no Rey Palpatines of any kind. No fights in the cantina. If you want to throw punches, take it out in the street. No gunfights here either. You take that shit outside. See you on the galaxy.